What up, everybody? It's Sinny, and this is Skyforce Anniversary. Today I wanted to show you one of my high scores on the US leaderboard. So every weekend there's a different tournament stage. There's around 4 to 6 different stages, and it switches every weekend. But they use the same scoreboard for each stage, which has its own high scores. So there's 6 different stages, but they'll switch them every weekend. So they'll do stage 1 this weekend, they'll do stage 2 next weekend, they'll do stage 3 the weekend after that, they'll do stage 4 the weekend after that. But they'll keep the same high scores for stage 1. They'll have different high scores for stage 2. They'll have different high scores for stage 3. You know what I mean? But they keep the same scoreboard for each different stage. So if you get on one of the scoreboards, you'll stay there until somebody knocks you off. So this is one of those stages on one of those tournaments, one of those weekends where I made the US leaderboard for my high score that I get. So this is my high score for this stage, and I'll stay on this stage's scoreboard until somebody knocks me out of the top 20 with a higher score. And basically Skyforce is like a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up, and you want to pretty much keep your chain going, which means you got to destroy every enemy. And also grab the humans when you can, but that's not as important as keeping your chain going. And you want to collect those weapon upgrades there that you just saw me collect, that little wing looking thing. But the main thing you want to do is kill every enemy, because that keeps your chain going, and you get bonuses when you hit certain marks in your chain. So if you get this many enemies, you'll get 80,000. If you get this many enemies, you'll get 100,000. There's just different levels of the chain. And it'll keep going up. Just the little blue bar there will fill up. It says excellent right now. That'll fill up, and you'll get a bonus when it fills all the way up. But you got to keep killing every enemy. If you miss one enemy, then you lose your chain, and you have to start all over. So you won't get that really good bonus for keeping your chain going. So technique, basically, you got to kill every enemy. You want to rescue humans when you can, but you don't want to miss an enemy while you're rescuing that human, so make sure you kill the enemies as your top priority. Right there you can see one of my friends, that must have been where they died. You can hear a little clip if you fly over it. But you got helicopters, they'll shoot at you. There's boats, they'll also shoot at you. And then sometimes there's just planes that fly at you, they don't really shoot. You really want to deal with the enemies that shoot first, but the catch-22 with that is the planes will fly by real fast, so you need to get the planes too. What you'll figure out is that there's some spots in the level, like right here, where it's hard to kill every enemy, and the levels repeat. You know, it'll go through about a minute or two of a level, and then it'll repeat, and it'll go faster every time that it repeats. So eventually you want to use your special weapons on the parts where it's hard to kill every enemy. That way you make sure you still kill every enemy and keep your chain going. So you have a shield, a laser, and a mega bomb. That's your special weapons. You can buy them before the tournament. It costs stars, which are the currency of this game. The shield will make it so you can't get hit, and you can run into the enemies and destroy them. That's helpful some of the time. There's a laser that'll just wreck anything in a straight line in front of you, and you can like go back and forth with it, and it lasts about, I don't know, 3 seconds or so, not very long. And then there's the mega bomb. It destroys everything on screen pretty much. I'd say it's probably about I would say 65% of the screen. You can't like be in the top left corner and destroy something in the bottom right corner, but as long as you're in the middle, you pretty much get everything. So those are your special weapons. You want to use those in like the tight spots where it's hard to kill all the enemies on the screen. And it really just takes practice and repetition, and you'll learn the enemy patterns, and you'll know where you have to do that stuff. Like right here, you have to go back and forth. Make sure you kill all these planes. They're coming from both sides. I had to run into that plane just to destroy it there, just to keep my chain going. Getting hit's not the end of the world, especially if you keep your chain going. Like, if you have to get hit once to keep your chain going, go ahead and do that, because there's plenty of parts and stuff you can get your health back. Helicopters, they shoot homing missiles. Red planes are just the weakest enemy. They don't do anything, really. They don't fly too fast. They don't shoot at you. That's a human there with the exclamation point. He gets happy when you rescue him. You lower down a rope, and I guess she climbs it and joins you in your ship. So you try to get those. That's like a bonus. I think it's 1,000 extra points when you get a human. See, there you see me using the shield to get all those yellow planes. The yellow planes fly really fast, and they're harder to kill. Actually, I think the green plane. Wait, I think it's the red ones are the easiest to destroy. Then the green, and then the yellow, the gold planes. They're the hardest. They actually take a couple hits to kill, especially the further you go. They get tougher. So the screen will go faster. The enemies will get tougher. Your weapon will get weaker, pretty much. Which you can get weapon upgrades when you destroy a glowing plane. It'll drop the little wing badge that'll make your weapon stronger, but the longer and longer you go, the harder it is. So you had to use a mega bomb there to make sure I got all those red planes. And the boats aren't too bad, but when there's a bunch of them, that puts a lot of bullets on the screen. You really don't want all those bullets on the screen. But it just takes practice, and you'll learn what you need to do on each stage. Here I had to use a shield just to kill all these red planes, make sure I keep my chain going, because that's the most important thing on tournament at least. Keep your chain going, get those bonuses for each level of your chain. I haven't made a video in about a week. I think I did Dark Souls 3 last. I'm going to try to keep making one video at least a week. That's pretty much my promise. I'll at least make one video a week. I was trying to do every other day. That's a little too much for me right now, because it seems like my videos are as popular as like a fart in an elevator right now. Which I guess I probably shouldn't be downing my own shit, but it takes a while to get traction, and I feel like I'm treading water right now. You gotta just do it for yourself. You can't, you know, expect to blow up or anything, especially needing a new mic and everything. But I just want to tread water and bide my time until Dark Souls Remastered comes out and I can get a new mic. I think that'll breathe the new life into the channel, which isn't gonna die or anything. I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna keep going, doing at least one video a week, and we'll see what happens. It just takes time, and you can't get discouraged. Everything comes with patience, and this is just for fun, just to document my my stuff that I do on my games and shit. This is a high score on Skyforce Anniversary on the US leaderboard. It's probably still up there. I'm not 100% sure because I did this probably 2 months ago. But it's really hard to beat these scores, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was still up there. And if it's not, I'm going to get back up there, and I'm going to put that video up also. I have like 4 or 5 of these videos because I'm on every single US scoreboard, or at least I made it at some point about a couple months ago. And then I got number 2 on one of the United States scoreboards, but there's like 4 to 6 different stages. And I made the United States scoreboard on every single one of them. I think my lowest is like 18th and my highest is 2nd. So I'm going to be showing every one of those eventually. It might take a while for me to get them all out, so if you go and look on Skyforce right now and you're like, oh dude, you're not on the scoreboard, what are you talking about? Well man, this is from like 2 months ago. Like, I might still be on there, I might not, but I did make it on there. And in my mind, somebody, like 10 people would have to beat me most of the time to knock me off, because I'm not always like Most of the time I'm like not way up, but I'm like in the middle of the scoreboard, like I'm 10th or whatever. So it'd take like 10 other people to beat that score to knock me off. So I haven't checked. I haven't been like playing this game a ton. I was playing it a lot a couple months ago, and that's when I got all my high scores. But this is just the backlogs of videos that I need to release because this is an achievement for me, you know? I got on the United States scoreboard, and that's not easy to do. There's only 20 people in the United States that did it, so, and I'm one of them. So I wanted to show that. That's why I saved all the high score, all the times I got high scores. I saved all those videos. I'm gonna be releasing them, you know, slowly. And I'm gonna check and make sure I'm still on all the scoreboards. I wouldn't be surprised if I am still on there, and I wouldn't be surprised if I got knocked off one or two of them, but I've made them all, and I'm gonna stay on there. I'm gonna play some more. I'm gonna get back into this game here soon, and I'm gonna make sure I stay on the scoreboard. I still have to collect some cards on the stages during the week. On the weekend is when the tournament is, and during the week is you just play the normal stages. But you can go, there's so many difficulties, and there's all these cards to collect that give you like extra perks for your ship, and they're hard to find. It's like random, you kill a random enemy or hit a random box or whatever, and you'll get your card, and it'll give you like a perk, like getting extra stars, or your rope is longer for getting humans, or it lasts longer and stuff like that, or your shield will pop off randomly sometimes and save you, stuff like that. Well, I just wanted to show that because it was my high score for that stage. We're gonna go check out my score. Let's see what I got. We got 15th on that one. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, like if you have, and share and tell a friend, please. And I'll see you next time. 15th, that's not too bad, right? In the United States. Peace.